Section 1. The shifting sands of Indo-Pacific power. How are the fundamental dynamics of power shifting in the vast Indo-Pacific region? An area pulsating with economic energy yet simultaneously fraught with escalating geopolitical tensions. This question looms large over policymakers and strategists in Washington and allied capitals across the globe. The Indo-Pacific, a critical theater of both immense opportunity and significant peril, is currently experiencing a period of profound transformation. The established order, largely underwritten by American power and alliances since the end of the Second World War, faces challenges from multiple directions. Understanding these shifts is not merely an academic exercise, it is a prerequisite for crafting effective strategies to preserve peace and stability in a region that will undoubtedly shape the trajectory of the 21st century. The currents of change are strong, demanding careful navigation. Deterrence, in its most fundamental sense, is the art and science of preventing unwanted actions by persuading a potential adversary that the costs of such actions will far outweigh any conceivable benefits. In the context of the Indo-Pacific's current geopolitical landscape, robust deterrence is not just important, it is absolutely crucial for maintaining regional stability and preventing the outbreak of conflict. Without a credible deterrent posture, the risk of miscalculation by revisionist powers increases dramatically, potentially leading to crises that could engulf the entire region and have global repercussions. Section 2. A complex web of influence. The United States remains a primary actor in the Indo-Pacific, with deep historical ties, significant economic interests, and a long-standing military presence. American strategy has traditionally focused on maintaining a balance of power, upholding international law, and supporting its allies. However, the rise of new challenges is compelling Washington to reassess and adapt its posture. The U.S. seeks to reinforce its commitment to the region, not just through military might, but also through diplomatic engagement, economic partnerships, and the promotion of shared values. The credibility of American commitments is a cornerstone of regional stability, and allies look to Washington for leadership and reassurance in an increasingly uncertain environment. China's ascent is arguably the most significant geopolitical development shaping the Indo-Pacific. Beijing has embarked on an ambitious military modernization program, rapidly expanding its naval, air, and missile capabilities. Its economic influence is vast, wielded through initiatives like the Belt and Road. China's strategic aims appear to involve establishing regional hegemony, diminishing U.S. influence, and ultimately reshaping the international order to be more accommodating to its interests. This ambition is backed by a growing assertiveness in territorial disputes, such as in the South China Sea and concerning Taiwan. The sheer scale and speed of China's military buildup present a formidable challenge to the existing security architecture, demanding a robust and coordinated response. Russia, though primarily focused on its western flank, continues to play a disruptive role in the Indo-Pacific. Moscow seeks to undermine U.S. influence and project itself as a significant global power. It engages in strategic cooperation with China, conducting joint military exercises and aligning on certain international issues. Russia also maintains relationships with countries like North Korea and Iran, further complicating the regional security calculus. Section 3. New dangers, new urgencies. The strategic environment in the Indo-Pacific is becoming increasingly perilous, largely due to the coordinated and expanding influence of China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea, the CRINC states. These nations are not a formal alliance, but they share a common interest in challenging the US-led international order, and are increasingly cooperating in ways that test international norms and threaten regional stability. Their activities range from overt military buildups and territorial revisionism to more insidious forms of coercion, such as cyber attacks, disinformation campaigns, and economic pressure. This evolving threat landscape demands a heightened sense of urgency and a more integrated approach to defense and deterrence from the United States and its allies, as inaction or an inadequate response carries the risk of significant regional instability. China's military modernization is a central feature of this new threat environment. Beijing is rapidly expanding and upgrading its nuclear arsenal, with projections from the U.S. Department of Defense suggesting it could possess over 1,000 nuclear warheads by 2030. It is constructing hundreds of new missile silos and developing advanced hypersonic missiles like the DF-17, designed to overcome existing missile defense systems. While Beijing officially maintains a no-first-use nuclear policy, private statements have indicated a potential willingness to use nuclear weapons first if its nuclear forces are attacked conventionally, adding a dangerous ambiguity. Section 4. From Numbers to Nimbleness. The traditional understanding of deterrence, often heavily reliant on the sheer number of troops stationed in a region or the quantity of military hardware, is proving increasingly insufficient in the face of modern challenges. In an era of advanced technology, asymmetric warfare and multi-domain operations, simply counting boots on the ground or ships at sea provides an incomplete picture of actual deterrence strength. Adversaries are sophisticated, capable of exploiting perceived weaknesses and operating below the threshold of conventional armed conflict. Therefore, a paradigm shift is necessary, moving away from a purely quantitative assessment of power towards a more qualitative and holistic understanding of what truly constitutes effective deterrence in the 21st century. This requires a fundamental reevaluation of our strategic posture. Modern deterrence emphasizes a far more comprehensive approach. It focuses critically on how forces are organized, trained, equipped, and postured to not only deter adversaries but also to reassure allies and partners. The key elements of this modernized concept are capability, credibility, and will. Capability refers to possessing the necessary military and non-military tools, including advanced technologies, robust intelligence, and resilient infrastructure. Section 5. Deterrence by Integration, Strength in Unity. The cornerstone of the modern approach to ensuring stability in the Indo-Pacific is a strategy increasingly referred to as deterrence by integration. This concept moves beyond traditional alliance management to advocate for the seamless integration of United States and allied forces, capabilities, planning processes, and even defense industrial bases. The fundamental idea is that a deeply interconnected and interoperable collective defense posture presents a far more formidable challenge to potential aggressors than disparate national efforts, however strong they might be individually. By weaving together the strengths of multiple nations, deterrence by integration aims to create a unified front that is resilient, adaptable, and unambiguously committed to mutual security. This approach recognizes that no single nation can address the complex challenges of the region alone. A combined and integrated defense posture serves as a powerful signal of unwavering resolve to any potential adversary contemplating actions that could destabilize the region. When an aggressor perceives that an attack on one ally will be met with a swift, coordinated, and overwhelming response from a broad coalition of capable partners, the calculus of aggression changes dramatically. The potential costs escalate, while the likelihood of success diminishes. This integrated approach complicates an adversary's planning, forcing them to account for a multifaceted response rather than a singular opponent. It aims to make aggression appear not just costly, but ultimately futile, thereby strengthening the foundations of peace and stability across the Indo-Pacific. Section 6. Allies in Action, Bolstering the Deterrent Shield. The active participation and robust contributions of allied militaries are not merely helpful, but absolutely indispensable to the success of any integrated deterrence strategy in the Indo-Pacific. Nations like Australia, Japan, and South Korea are at the forefront of these efforts, recognizing the shifting security landscape and taking concrete steps to enhance their own defense capabilities and deepen their cooperation with the United States and with each other. These allies are making significant investments in modernizing their armed forces, acquiring advanced technologies, and adapting their defense postures to meet the challenges of the 21st century. Their commitment underscores the shared understanding that regional security is a collective endeavor, requiring substantial contributions from all stakeholders. Australia, for instance, is demonstrating a profound commitment to bolstering its defense capabilities and its role in regional security. The Australian government has announced that its defense budget is projected to exceed $65 billion US, 100 billion Australian dollars, by the 2033-34 fiscal year, a substantial increase from approximately $36 billion US in 2024. Key initiatives underpinning this investment include the acquisition of conventionally armed, nuclear-powered submarines through the AUKUS Security Pact with the United Kingdom and the United States. Section 7. Multilateralism and Enhanced Cooperation, New Frameworks for Security. In addition to strengthening traditional bilateral alliances, the United States and its partners are increasingly relying on flexible, often issue-specific minilateral security groupings to enhance cooperation and address shared challenges in the Indo-Pacific. These smaller, more agile frameworks allow like-minded nations to collaborate more intensively on particular security concerns. Prominent examples include the AUKUS Pact between Australia, the United Kingdom, and the United States, which is focused on delivering nuclear-powered submarine technology to Australia and collaborating on advanced military technologies such as artificial intelligence and hypersonic missiles. Another key grouping is the US-ROK-Japan Trilateral Security Pact, established to enhance coordinated deterrence, particularly in response to North Korea's provocations. The strategic landscape is also seeing the emergence of new configurations, such as the Squad, a security grouping involving Australia, Japan, the Philippines, and the United States, aimed at bolstering maritime security and interoperability in Southeast Asia. The well-established Quadrilateral Security Dialogue, or Quad, comprising Australia, India, Japan, and the United States, continues to advance broader security and diplomatic cooperation, addressing issues ranging from maritime domain awareness to critical and emerging technologies. These minilateral arrangements complement the existing alliance structure, providing additional avenues for collaboration and burden sharing. Section 8. Joint Endeavors and Overcoming Hurdles, Exercises and Challenges. A tangible manifestation of integrated deterrence and allied cooperation can be seen in the increasing frequency and complexity of joint military exercises across the Indo-Pacific. These exercises are vital for enhancing interoperability, testing new operational concepts, and signaling collective resolve. For example, on November 26, 2023, naval vessels from the U.S. Navy, the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force, and the Republic of Korea Navy conducted a significant trilateral maritime exercise, demonstrating their ability to operate together seamlessly in response to regional contingencies. Such drills hone practical skills and build mutual trust among participating forces, which is crucial for effective crisis response. The scope of these exercises often involves multiple domains and diverse participants. During Exercise Talisman Sabre in Australia in 2023, Korean Marines participated, notably firing the sophisticated K-239 Chunmoo multiple rocket launcher system, showcasing South Korea's advanced conventional capabilities. Section 9. Conclusion. Navigating an era of competition and forging a resilient future. Maintaining a strong, credible, and thoroughly modern deterrence posture in the Indo-Pacific is not a static achievement, but an ongoing, dynamic challenge. It demands constant adaptation, close and unwavering cooperation among allies, and a resolute commitment from the United States and its partners. The geopolitical landscape is in flux, shaped by the ambitions of revisionist powers and the rapid pace of technological change. Therefore, strategies that were effective in previous eras must be re-evaluated and updated to meet the complex threats of today and tomorrow. The security and prosperity of this vital region hang in the balance, underscoring the critical importance of these efforts. The strategic shift towards deterrence by integration and the adoption of a holistic view of military strength, encompassing not just raw capability but also demonstrable credibility and unwavering political will, are paramount in this new era of competition. Simply possessing advanced weapon systems is insufficient. These capabilities must be seamlessly woven into a collective defense fabric, supported by robust logistics, shared intelligence, and common operational doctrines.
What are your thoughts on deterrence in the Indo-Pacific? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video informative, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into global affairs. Thanks for watching.